Hey guys, Corey here from Sky's the Limit Car Care, and today we're going to talk about CARPRO DarkSide. So CARPRO DarkSide is the latest product from CARPRO. We just launched this or showed this off at SEMA 2022, and now it's in stock and we're shipping it out just the past couple weeks here. So far we've been really excited with it. We wanted to give you some updates on the testing that we've done with it. We want to tell you a little bit about how it compares to CARPRO PERL, CARPRO Blackout, other tire sealants slash dressings on the market, and then we're going to do a quick 50-50 and show you how to apply it, which is super easy. So first I want to tell you a little bit about the expectations with durability based on the testing that we've done so far. The last sample that we got that we've been basing our durability tests off of, we applied to this tire about 2 months ago, I'm going to say, at least a month and a half, between a month and a half and 2 months. And there's a line right here you'll notice if you look closely, and that's where we applied the DarkSide, and that's the 50-50 that we showed in that quick little snip that we did. So it lasted really well in my opinion. CARPRO says 3 months on daily drivers. I wouldn't give it that much if you're driving through the rain and driving through Florida weather like I do. But still, for anybody that lives in Florida, to get a month and a half and still be able to see a difference between the two is still terrific. So I'm very happy with that based on how easy it is to apply and how good it looks. I would say for about a month, it really looked great. And then after that, it did not deteriorate in the look of the color, like it didn't get brown or look ugly. It just faded as far as the darkness of it. So you can still see the line there, it's very clear. It's still water repellent if you spray water at it, but not as much as it was for the first month. If you have a garaged vehicle, then I'm sure it would live up to the 3 months or more. And yeah, that's pretty much everything we've got so far in our tests. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about how it compares to CARPRO PERL and CARPRO Blackout. So DarkSide is kind of in between the PERL and the Blackout with regards to using it on tires and rubber. As you know, CARPRO PERL, that stands for plastic, engine, rubber, leather, that spells PERL. And so it's kind of a jack of all trades. You can use it on the interior, on the exterior. It's a great product, really versatile, really cost effective because it's a concentrate. But when it comes to tires, we're going to talk about how it compares to DarkSide. And I would say DarkSide beats it hands down, in my opinion. PERL looks great on tires, really beautiful. I would say just as good as DarkSide. There's a slight difference in appearance, but you'd be happy with either one. But as far as durability in the rain, DarkSide definitely beats PERL. In Florida, we won't get a month on tires with PERL. We'll get maybe a week if we go through a few rainstorms. There'll already be some deterioration there. And then to compare it to Blackout, Blackout is the more durable of the two between DarkSide and Blackout, but Blackout is obviously much more expensive for the product itself, and then it's also more expensive for the actual application. And what I mean by that is you're going to spend more time on it. With DarkSide, you'll see it's quite easy to use. You just spray a little on the applicator, we rub it on, it's very easy to use, foolproof basically. Whereas Blackout, it's a lot thinner of a product. It's not as thick as gel-like as this is. So you have to apply it a little more carefully and kind of work it in to get it into all of the little grooves and lettering and everything on the tires. That's basically the differences between those two. Again, as far as durability, DarkSide is going to last not as long as Blackout, but it'll look, in my opinion, better for at least a month or so, whereas Blackout's not as dark as DarkSide is. So we're just going to prep the tire real quick. For that, I like to use this low-profile brush and some CARPRO retire. If you want to learn more about the retire, we have a whole YouTube video on that, so you can do that, but it's really very simple. One thing you'll notice I'm doing is avoiding the rim, and that's because if you leave retire on the rim itself, some rims could be damaged by that, especially if they're not wet, like this one's not. Something I find interesting is that we're getting a lot more browning over here on the side that wasn't sealed with DarkSide previously, whereas over here it's clearly a lot cleaner. All right guys, so we just prepped the tire with CARPRO Retire, and now we're gonna go ahead and apply the CARPRO DarkSide to this section of the tire and then show you the difference 50-50 side to side. So just squirt a little product, that's more than enough. So it's really that simple. You just apply it and then give it 20 minutes before you drive at the very least. If you over apply or get a little bit too much on there, then you can obviously come back with your towel and just wipe any excess off like that. What I would do is go ahead and leave it on there for a little longer before you do that, just to be safe, you know, just so you don't remove any more than you want to on there. But once you're done with all 4 tires, then you just come back, give it a light wipe if there's a little too much on there or if it's uneven, and that's pretty much it. If you'd like to, then you can wait 20 minutes and apply a second coat. That'll make it a little bit darker, but even one coat alone gives it a really nice dark black, like a satin. I always call it a satin to satin gloss look. As with any tire dressing or tire sealant, it's going to depend a little bit on the tires that you're applying it to. So, you know, a Michelin versus a Goodyear versus this versus that, they're all going to look a little bit different, or a lot of them are going to look a little bit different and act a little bit different. But for the most part, everything that I've seen from DarkSide, from everybody that's tested it, is they're getting pretty consistent results with this, a look pretty similar to this. It's pretty much what you can expect. So if you'd like to apply a second coat, it's really exactly the same process as the first. You want to wait at least 20 minutes first, and then after that you just put a couple pumps on there, and exactly the same thing as the first time. Even it out a little bit and move on to the next tire. It's as easy as that. So we just finished applying the CARPRO DarkSide to this tire up until this area right here. We wanted to go ahead and pull this off for you and show you the difference. So you can see there, here's the side that's not sealed, and there's the side that is sealed. Again, based on our testing so far, it should stay looking like this even if you're driving through rain and stuff for about a month. After that, it's going to start to dwindle a little bit depending on the environment that you're driving in. One thing that you want to be cognizant of after you apply this to the tires is they do need some curing time. It's not quite as long as CQUARTZ for the paint, but you do want at least an hour or 2 before you drive it in the rain. I would always err on the side of caution, and if it's possible, then let it sit for 12 hours. But if you're a professional shop and you're applying this to a client's cars, then CARPRO says that, you know, after 2 hours you're good, 1 to 2 hours you're good to let it get wet. But before that point, you should not be releasing your client's car if it's raining or it's going to get, you know, any chemicals or anything like that on it. Beyond that, I think we've covered everything that there is to say about the product. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave those below. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to do that. If you're interested in purchasing DarkSide or learning more about it, you can find the links to this and all the other products that we've used below. And that's it for now, guys. Thanks a lot and have a great day.